Recording. Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending 160 Driving Academy's virtual job fair event. I want to introduce you to Tiffany, and Tiffany is going to tell you a little bit about their company, the job openings, and how to apply for those openings. So take it away, Tiffany.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We've got our entire Central Illinois team with us, and you'll hear from each of us all throughout this job fair today. I just wanted to start just talking about the trucking industry in general today. I have just some facts and statistics to start off, just to let everyone know like how big of a need we are in for drivers and instructors. So how many truck drivers do you probably think are in the United States? You don't have to answer. It's 3,500,000 the last time we've checked. According to the American Trucking Association, we need roughly 90,000 new drivers per year for the next decade to keep up with demand. Currently, over 70% of the items we consume are being carried on America's highways. So why would you want to attend a school? That's a great question, because this is the fastest vocation to start earning real money, lots of money soon. Highly trained instructors we have here that treat students with respect and focus on your success. And we have a technologically innovative program with our Zoom meetings for our classroom that enables our students to develop technological skills as well as driving skills. And we do have career support and job placement forever for the life of your career. So let me talk first about students here in Peoria. We have several different funding options for students, starting with sponsorships. We do have a major company that will sponsor your training if you do agree to work for them for a year. And a year is not very long at all. 12 months goes very quickly, and most of our students end up staying with the company anyway because they find it's a great company to work for. So that's one option. We also have a student loan option that you can apply for through our company. You don't have to have that great of a credit score, but it does go off of your merits and achievements as well. It's a company called Meritize. Another option, we have grants available. Every county that we work in across Illinois has a different grant. I have grants specific for McLean and Livingston County. I have grants specific for just the 8 surrounding counties here in Peoria. The WIOA grant, which most of our locations do have. We'll each talk a little bit about that. Then we have the option to pay cash, and that is the discounted rate if you come in with cash. So we are also able to split that payment up for you if you can't come up with the full amount at first. So there's definitely payment options. And then we also do let you use your VA grant. If you have GI Bill post 9/11, we do take that as well. So those are just a few of the options here. We have a couple different managers here today that are going to talk to you, but I am going to remember to show the slideshow today. So I'm going to start the slideshow now. If I can figure it out. Give me just a second. And here we go. Am I sharing my screen yet? I apologize. I'm still trying to figure out. Can we see my screen yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
You just, click the little share screen button at the bottom and then click the screen you want.
Yeah, it's not allowing me to do that. Okay, well, I can try to do that next time. I do apologize. I should have practiced more on that. So I'm going to go ahead and give the floor over to Janie Brown in Springfield. She's going to tell you about what she has available in her area.
Hello, everybody. My name is Janie Brown, and I'm with the Springfield, Illinois branch. We have several different options here to come through our school. We have a sponsorship option like Tiffany does. Our carrier is Werner. With them, you have to apply for a loan and then go through that. Once you're approved with that, you're able to apply with them. Once you're approved with that, they will sponsor you for school. And then after you contract with them for 1 year, they will reimburse you for the amount that you have paid out of pocket. They also pay your loan. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's $320 a month. So in essence, your payment would be like $160 and they pay $320. So the actual loan would get paid off sooner. Then I have another option that is a federal grant. It is called the WIOA grant, and it is for underemployed and unemployed and dislocated workers. With that option, they are able to apply through the unemployment office, and then once you are approved with that, it is no out of cost expenses for the student. So it's basically free tuition. So everyone needs to look into that option if you qualify for that. Right now, they are pushing through anyone who is on unemployment because of the COVID. The turnaround rate is around 1 week. If you're underemployed or not on unemployment, low income, you are able to also get qualified, but it's taken a little longer. It's taken around about 2.5 weeks for that. We also have the Mary Ties loan, like Tiffany does in Peoria, and she's told you a little bit about that. So we offer that also if you need to make payments. We also have the cash option, which is discounted quite a hefty amount. Right now it's $3,995. You are able to put $1,500 down to get started, and then upon, I think it's the 3rd week, you're needed to make the final payment. And after that, then your 4th week, you graduate and obtain your CDL license. So those are the options I have here. I can pass it back to you, Tiffany.
Thank you, Janie. We do have a lot of the same options here. We are pretty close. And I did forget to mention, and I'm not sure if Janie would like to add in, we do need an instructor here in Peoria. We are currently taking applications for a qualified CDL instructor. And next, I'm going to introduce Justin in our Champaign branch.
Hello, everybody. I'm with the Champaign branch. My name is Justin Price. I first wanted to thank Janie for going into the Werner details. I'm kind of new. I've only been here 4 months, so that was very good information about what your payments are going to look like. I've had questions about that. So we have that option here as well. And I wasn't aware of the 1-year contract either, and the tuition reimbursement. So that's very good knowledge to have. Thank you, Janie, again. So with Werner, again, I'm going to bring up a student that just graduated with Werner. She started out at $61,000 a year doing a Walmart route, which is just fantastic. I did some research myself, Tiffany, and it was very interesting. Over-the-road drivers can average $64,000 a year, and if you're going to stay local, or like the average overall is like $41,000. So good money to be made, as Tiffany was saying. So the Champaign branch is attached to a college. We partner with Parkland College here. So we have some unique opportunities. One thing that we have that's unique to us is we have a SWIFT grant, not SWIFT the carrier, but a SWIFT government grant. It stands for Student Workforce Training. Another statistic that I found interesting was 40% of truck drivers are minorities. And this grant is specifically designed to help minorities. It also helps individuals that have minimal traffic violations and certain criminal history. They can help you find jobs that way. We also have the WIOA grant here. To be financially eligible for the WIOA grant, If you collect SNAP benefits, that's your ticket in. If you're on unemployment, as Janie was mentioning before, that's your ticket in as well. If you've been laid off in the last 2 years, you can get in that way as well. You'll be assigned a case manager who will help you with resume, help you with job interview skills, soft skills is what they call them. They help you find a job. It's a great program. You don't have to pay that back. They'll pay for you. All they want you to do is graduate and find yourself a job. Next to that, we have a farmer's grant, and I've been doing some more research on this. If you've had a job in the last 2 years, say baling hay or detasseling, or even, like a dairy mill or a grain mill, you could qualify for this grant as well. If you have any questions about that, I can certainly be in contact, and we can kind of discover everything together. I'm still finding out more about that. We have VA benefits as well. I just found out about that recently. So if you're a veteran and you want to take advantage of the GI Bill, and we have a representative here at the college who helps with that. And we have Meritize as well, as Tiffany spoke about. That's based on credit. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Passing it back to you, Tiffany.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you. We all have a lot of similarities, but there are some unique differences at each location, like with Justin being at the college. So next, I would like to see what is going on up in Rockford. Introduce Scott.
All right. Hello, everybody. Again, I'm Scott with the Rockford 160 branch, and I'm excited to have this opportunity just to talk to you guys about what we can offer you here for anybody that's looking to get their CDL. First of all, I guess different tuition options. We do have a loan, like it's been mentioned a few times. We do have that loan available here. You can pay up front, and there's a couple different ways to do that. We have weekly payments, and then we also have the upfront payments. There's different, the cost gets cheaper with different ways that you pay. If you do pay up front, it is obviously the cheapest. It's $4,395 if you pay up front. Some people are able to pay that, but many, of course, are not. So we do have the different loans. And, of course, we have the WIOA workforce, which has been just a godsend to us, that we love them. They're great. Be prepared if you do go through the workforce. It does take some time. I usually tell my students it takes approximately 4 to 6 weeks to get through. You might get through quicker. Might take longer, but all of my students that get through, once they come in to see me with their voucher, they are just super excited, and it really doesn't matter how long it's taken. They're about to start the next Monday, and they are just excited. So if you are currently going through the workforce, keep it up. It is worth it once you finally get approved, because, again, it's exciting once you are approved. As far as successes, I will tell you that, first of all, for helping you find work, we have a 160 truckers network that can help you, that will help you find work. That's a part of our company, and all they do is help our graduates find work for the rest of your driving career for no cost to you. So if you've been driving for somebody for a year, now you have 1 year's experience, you get a hold of one of us, whichever branch is closer to you, and we can help you get into the truckers network. And now all of a sudden you have a year's experience, your pay is going to go up, you're better qualified. So, and again, we'll help you do that for the rest of your driving career. So it's exciting for you, and there's no cost to you to do that. It's just part of our business. The only thing that I would also add is when you are considering coming into the CDL school to 160 Driving Academy, ask yourself, is this something you want to do? You know, when you're driving down the road and you see truck drivers driving down the road, do you look at that and say, man, I wish I could do that? That's how I was. I would see a big truck driver, a big tractor trailer driving down and thinking, man, that would be so cool to do that. You know, do you like when you take a trip somewhere, do you like to be the one driving for several hours? You know, if you like to do that, this just might be for you. Give us a call and we can talk to you about it, because I tell you, it's an exciting opportunity. You don't have a boss breathing down your neck. You know, you're there. It's you on the open road up until the point of wherever you're going, and you're getting paid for it. So it's a great opportunity if it's something that you are looking for. And if it is something that you're looking for, I'll tell you, give me a call. If you are around the Rockford area, phone number here is 815-904-6218. And I think I speak for all the branch managers when I say we look forward to working with you. Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. He is correct. We are very excited to work with each and every individual that is interested in getting involved in the trucking industry. It is growing by the day. Renee, it brings us down to Belleville, Illinois, and here's Renee.
Hi, everybody. As Tiffany said, my name's Renee, and I am with 160 Driving Academy down in Belleville, Illinois. Much like many of the other branches that we've talked about, we have various options for funding for you to come through. I'm one of the fortunate ones that's got 2 contract carriers to be able to go through. So I work with Swift and I work with Warner. Both are very easy to do their applications and start through the processes. And I'm here all day long to help everybody with those processes. Any questions that come up, I'm here to answer them. We also have the WIOA funding. We have quite a few counties down here. We're responsible for Madison County and all the ones that are attached to that, St. Clair County and all the ones that are attached to that county. And we're currently working with Montgomery and Greene County to get those counties on board as well. So we got a wide range of Southern Illinois being taken care of through this location. And eventually we'll gather together with the Springfield location as well and be touching base on both. So it's going to be exciting once we can get through all the processes. On top of that, I have a lot of re-entry programs that I can help with. A lot of students come through here. I have a lot of re-entry students that find jobs right away, so that's not something that should hold anybody back. We're able to get those jobs for those students. And like Scott was saying, lifetime job placement. If you self-pay for the program, come through WIA, come through your VA benefits, you've got our access to us for the rest of your driving career. So it's very important to come through. I come through a family of truckers, so it's a great way to make money and make it fast with the 4-week program. And if you're looking to be an instructor, we're looking for them down here, and we can cross state lines here so you can instruct not only in Belleville, but also in our St. Louis office. So you'll always have work down here. Thanks, Tiffany.
Thank you, Renee. That is interesting that you could work in both states if you're down there. That's good information for folks to know. Kathy, I'm going to call you to the floor next, and you can tell us about your location. Oh, wait 1 second, Kathy. Make sure you're unmuted.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Anyway, I'm Kathy, and I'm with the Freeport location. We are based out of a college, Highland Community College. We are a smaller class, and with the smaller class, we can actually, I should say, customize your kind of training. And when I say customize, I mean like today I had a student that failed combination, and he was able to come back, and I was able to spend an hour with him, tutor with him one-on-one, send him back to the DMV, he come back and he passed. So, you know, I'm able to do practice tests with him. So I'm able to give that certain time, and that's the same way in the yard. If the student really needs that extra time, they're able to give them that extra time that they need. We do take the workforce here, and we also have what you call BEST, which is the workforce in my outer counties. We also have Wisconsin students, so we train Wisconsin students here just like Rockford trains Wisconsin students as well. We also do, since we're with the college, we do the GI Bill and take the VA grant. And we also have another government program called Tri-County Opportunity Council that they will also pay for your schooling. So that's about Highland, and we start a new class every week, every Monday. We try our hardest to get a student to be out of our course at 160 hours. So we really, that's really our goal, is 160 hours, you're done with our course and you're ready to go on to your job, new job. So I also do Sauk Valley College, and Sauk Valley is in Dixon. We kind of run the same way. I take the phone calls, and then I have a lady at Sauk that basically does the paperwork for us. We run it the same way. So through, they offer all the benefits that Highland does through Sauk. So anyway, if you're interested, just give me a call at 815-599-3418. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Kathy. Glenda, it is your turn. Let me introduce Glenda from our Moline branch.
Hi, everyone. My name is Glenda Miller, and I am in our Moline, Illinois application. and we currently are accepting applications for instructors. You must have a Class A CDL license and 36 months experience over the road. You can either send your application on Facebook, email, or drop by the office. Our Facebook page is 160 Driving Academy, Moline, Illinois. And my email is gmiller@160drivingacademy.com. I just like to say one of the reasons that I did come to 160 is because I was looking for a career change and somewhere that I wanted to retire with. And I felt that there was job security in truck driving being essential. So we have openings for students this month, even this Monday. We take cash pay options of $3,995. It's a fantastic discounted rate. We also have payment options. We have a meritized loan. It is based on your educational background and your credit scores. We also have government grants. I deal with WIOA here, which is on the Illinois and Iowa side. We have a lot of Illinois and Iowa students here in our location because we're right on the border. We have Project Now and Safer Foundation. We have funding for veterans such as the GI Bill. All you need is your proof of eligibility and I can pretty much get you started the following week. And then we sponsorship with 2 different trucking companies here. One is Swift and the other is Warner. And the great thing about them is they will pay for your tuition if you contract with them to work for a year, and you have a job waiting for you the week after you graduate. And for those other students that don't have a job waiting for them directly after, we have a truckers app, like everyone was discussing, that you can be on for life, and we're always helping you find jobs. We have employers on there looking for employees and employees looking for employers. I believe that they just started the app, and there's 3,000 to 5,000 jobs being posted by employers out there this year already, and we have a graduation rate of 96%. So if you'd like to learn more or discuss one-on-one, we can set up an appointment or talk over the phone. Please give me a call at 309-797-6818, and thank you for having me. Back to you, Tiff.
Thank you, Glenda. Thank you, everyone, for giving us lots of information about the individual locations here. Just by a show of hands, can all of the branch managers that need an instructor raise your hand? So we need an instructor in Champaign, Peoria, Belleville, Moline, and Springfield. And we will have that information available in our job booth as well. And we always are taking students at all of our locations. Please reach out to any one of these branch managers here today that is closer to your location. The phone numbers, names, and emails are all also listed in our virtual booth. And Ariel, if you would like to open it up for questions.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to type them into the chat and we'll get those answered for you. There's a question here that says, are you doing your classes in person or online, considering the current situation?
Right now in Peoria, I can't speak for everyone, but in Peoria, they have the option. They can certainly come into the classroom, which is cleaned daily, and we're seating them, within 6 feet apart from each other. Or they are welcome to do the first week of class from home. It's a virtual class, like we've mentioned, just like we're doing right now. So they do have the availability to do that from home. We do check to make sure they're logged in and taking quizzes, of course, with them being at home. But yes, absolutely. Most of them, it's about a half and half. I get about half that want to stay home and half that don't mind coming in. Any of the other locations different, or is that about the same across the board?
Same.
What are the normal hours you could expect to work after you've obtained your CDL, or how does that typically look?
Somebody else want to jump in?
I was just doing research, and they said that, sorry, was that Scott? Sorry.
Hey, you're fine. Go ahead.
I was kind of floored. They said that you can kind of make your own schedule. Once you get to the point where you've been on the road for a while, you can let them know. Obviously, you're going to be away from home like 240 nights out of the year, but there's a lot of flexibility in a person's schedule. So that's just something I found out.
The only thing I would add real quick is that one thing, because I was on the road for a little bit myself, and it's kind of neat. There are some drivers that drive at night, and there are some drivers that drive during the day. You're definitely going to get a full 8 to 10 hours or so of driving. I mean, one thing you'll find out when you come to the school is there's an 11-hour drive time where you're allowed to drive up to 11 hours a day, and that's it. But sometimes, again, you'll have a night shift where you're driving at night and getting someplace in the morning, and sometimes it's during the day. So the amount of hours and when you're driving, a lot of that will be up to the company that you actually end up driving for. Nothing to do with the school that you go to, but it's all a matter of where you end up driving and who you end up working for. Hope that helps.
All right, and then do you guys perform any background checks for either the positions that you're hiring for or the school or the classes in general?
The instructor position does require background. As far as the students, we don't check the backgrounds. If they're coming under a sponsorship agreement, they will have their backgrounds looked at.
All right, and if anyone else has any questions, please feel free to type them into the chat. And if there are no other questions, I do want to thank everyone for attending this virtual job fair. I want to thank our presenters. You guys are great. And you will be able to find their employer booth on Illinois WorkNet's virtual job fair page. So please check that out. They have lots of valuable resources on their employer booth. And a recording of this webinar will be posted there later today as well. So you can find all that information later if you need it. So thank you guys again. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Ariel. You do the same.